Yo, it's your boy OG Shizzy Brizzle. This another Shizzy Lit podcast, you understands me. Y'all heard some music and shit, boy, that took me back in a time in my life, boy, them 90s. Boy, the 90s just had abundance of music. Early 2000s and shit, you feel me? Every era, but it was like an abundance, overwhelming amount of good-ass music in the 90s and shit, for real, like a little bit of everything, a little variety and all that shit, you feel me? So over the years, I have acquired the taste of many sounds. Not just hip-hop, R&B too. I'm gonna go hip-hop this time, of course, because you know I gotta do that first. I'm gonna do an R&B joint too, you feel me? We're gonna do an album joint. We're gonna do a singles joint. So both of these. So I'm gonna do the album joint, I believe, first. You feel me? You know what I mean? Like the number one. I'm gonna do at least 5. I'm gonna try to pull out 5. It might end up being 3. We gonna see in a minute. You feel me? Most needed albums and shit. Like top 5 most needed hip hop album for you. You feel me? Then everybody else can throw our list down. We can match them and see how close they is and shit. And I'm gonna try to touch on one from like every little era, every little like down south New York. I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try if it can be done. You feel me? So a lot of some of my shit gonna be from the 90s. My shit gonna be from early 2000s. Some of my shit might be more recent and shit. You feel me? Like must-have albums. Like the title of this gonna be my top 5 must-have albums, or my top 3 must-have albums. Let's see how many I can pull off and shit. You feel me? I'm pretty sure I can do 5. I think I got 2 off top that I gotta have and shit. You know what I mean? Like on the music tip, if I go all the way back and think, you feel me? Like when we really got into that shit, you feel me? Because you know it's urban and shit. You gotta think about like when we really got into rapping that was cussing. That's straight NWA all day. I remember I was on Stricker Street Young Boy when the motherfucking the Easy-E joint came out. The NWA, Easy-E, all that shit was dropping before Death Row and all this shit. You feel me? You know what I mean? Boom. So that was the beginning era for me, you feel me, like on them type albums and shit. Like I still was listening to my R&B shit, but like I probably couldn't have the albums that I was listening to on the block. But you know all the niggas that's getting money on the block. So all you gotta do is go outside, sit on your step, you can hear all the gangster shit. You probably can't play that shit in your crib. I'm listening to Anita Baker, Babyface and all that shit, learning the words of that. In my crib, in my mother living room, you feel me? Like shit, Michael Jackson. Like the hard, I did have an EPMD album, but I didn't appreciate that back then. I didn't appreciate that album like that back then and shit. But I remember it was NWA came and shit. The years when we was on our club music shit real heavy, the house music and shit. You know we bought up all niggas percolator, watch out for the big girl, that type shit. You feel me? Boom. 92, 93 hit. Niggas start grabbing instead of bro grabbing. The house music joint, he had a mixed joint one time, a hip-hop mixed joint. You feel me? From one of the DJs we fuck with on the club music and shit. And boy, the nigga enlightened this shit out of us. I think it had mystery of chess boxing on that motherfucker, or it was rather mystery of chess boxing or motherfucking it was mystery of chess boxing, or protect your neck. I think it was mystery of chess boxing though. Like when niggas got that woo up at them, it was Onyx first. Onyx hit for a little bit for us and shit, but it was like Wu came and it was a rap for that shit with me. I ain't want to hear no more Onyx. You feel me? Like that on some real shit. That's just me. I can't speak for everybody else, but I remember that shit like that. Like NWA dropping and shit. You feel me? All that little shit in between NWA, but Easy-E, NWA, all that type shit. You feel me? Dropping. You feel me? Then years go by. We did our little club music thing. We was still listening to all the random raps and shit. You feel me? All the random shit. We was still listening to Kool Moe Dee, Big Daddy Kane, motherfucking Irk B. Rock, Kim and shit. Run DMC junk. You feel me? This one like Bad album was just dropping. Shit like that. You know? So you know what I mean? But if I was to have to start, I would start from like Woo. I ain't even gonna lie, I had to start from like Woo on me really starting to, you feel me, listen to hip hop like that, cop the whole joint. Like before that, shit, I knew probably the whole King of Rock joint. The whole King of Rock album, my father had the vinyl. You feel me? So I was jumping that. You know, whatever the fuck left around the crib, you gonna jam if you a music nigga. So, you feel me? Definitely knew the Run DMC King of Rock joint. You feel me? Shit like that. Early 80s and shit. I was young boy. Planet Rock. Fucking Run DMC. LL Cool J. You feel me? Shit like that. You feel me? All my uncles was hustlers. Niggas be on the niggas in the hood. So everybody hustling and all that shit. You hear everything and shit. Oh. So I start with, you feel me, some woo shit. I'm trying to think back farther than that. I don't want to just start right there if it ain't really that. Like, is it an album from back in that day that I really got to have and all that shit? Like old school joint back then. You feel me? I would have to say probably the fucking King of Rock joint. Like, you know what I mean? Because that's like one of the first rap albums I remember. Knew the words, had the fucking album, bro. Not the cassette tape. Had the fucking album. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go with Run DMC King of Rock. Let me get at the honorable mention. And not even put that in my top 3 or 5 and shit. But that gotta be talked about because that was one of my first motherfucking albums and shit that I had access to whenever I wanted to and shit. You feel me? Hella more, cause my father had hella shit. He was like on the DJ party type shit back in the 80s and all that shit. Had his own like party house and shit. He was the most popular nigga around. But yeah, Run DMC and probably LL. They the 2 ones I remember. But they just honorable mentions. If I go to the Woo, you know, Meth came out first. You know, the 36 Chambers, Woo 36 Chambers came out first. You feel me? But I ain't hear that first. I heard Mystery of Checks Boxing and Maybe Protect Your Neck off that joint. And you know, the Method Man joint was on there, the first one. You feel me? The first Method Man was on the 36 Chambers joint, but I didn't hear that first. So I heard Meth first. You feel me? I heard the whole Meth album first. You know, Release Your Death. He had to Bring the Pain video, Release Your Death joint. You feel me? And that was one of the grimiest motherfucker Wu-Tang joints from the beats to the rhyme, because you know Meth was one of the serious niggas out there. Their Old Dirty drop. You feel me? Old Dirty drop. He had the grimy ass beats too. Like RZA was really, he must have had beats left over or was making beats like Gravedigger beats at the same time he was making them, because he was in a whole nother bag of griminess on that shit. More Gravedigger type shit, boy. At the beginning joints, that Meth joint, the Meth joints in the motherfucking 36 Chambers and the Old Dirty joint. But long, only built for Cuban links, and he wasn't even that popular and shit. I ain't know who the fuck he was. I was straight methed out on some real shit. Old Dirty and shit. If it came his first shit, introduced us with Glaciers of Ice, and then drop. I don't even think the Ice Cream video came or the album dropped. So we had Glaciers of Ice. You feel me? The album dropped. The motherfucker tape was first of all, and it was Woo. So instantly he attracted niggas with the motherfucking music and the packaging and shit. Cause the nigga never say the purple cassette that I know of. You feel me? And boy, niggas did not know when they popped that classic off that purple tape that they was popping a fucking classic in that motherfucker, boy. Did the fuck ass serious, like niggas was not ready for what the fuck we was ready to listen to. So boom, I'm definitely stabbing motherfucker Only Built for Cuban Links. That's definitely on one of my, that's one. I ain't putting it in no specific order because I can listen to all them bitches, all the joints on my name. You feel me? But out the Woo joint straight off top is no motherfucking deny, no question. You feel me? That Raekwon, Only Built for Cuban Links, the purple tape is definitely on that list. Top 3 or top 5. Whatever I decide to do. You feel me? And there's one that I don't even have to wonder about. You feel me? And it's going a little bit up in the 90s and shit. You feel me? But definitely motherfucking Only Built for Cuban Links and shit. You feel me? That motherfucker, boy. I'm talking about till this day we still teaching niggas about that shit. You feel me? And I ain't gonna lie. Since we with the Woo, let me just stick with the Woo. You feel me? Let me just stick with the woo. Which one? I got another one that's crazy. I could have went Jizza Liquid Swords because I went through trials and tribulations just to hear that motherfucker. I was going to Booker T. Washington. This like 95. You feel me? I wasn't even living down Murphy Homes. I was down there all the time. I was living on Curry Street with my mother and my step-pops and my little sister and shit. Supposed to come home right after school and shit. I'm going to Booker T Middle School and shit. Supposed to come home straight after school. You know I'm always gonna go check Big Bro in the projects. I got to walk past the projects to get home. Go check Big Bro. You feel me? He like, yo, the new Jizza just came out. We now let's not forget. We already off the purple tape and the motherfucking Iron Man joint. So now this nigga saying, all right, the Jizza ready come out. Boom. I'm saying, fuck what I supposed to be doing at the school. I straight walk downtown. We go walk and get some weed. So the weed strip is where I live at. We walk up there, right in front of my crib, grab the weed, walk back, go downtown, grab the motherfucker CD and shit, bump the CD, roll up, bump the tape and all that shit, run songs back, all this shit. We get out about 2:45. I supposed to be at the house, you feel me? However long it take for me to get to school to the crib, I ain't get to that much. It was dark by the time, listen. It was dark by the time. It was like 6:30 by the time I was walking up. My mama was already in the window looking. She was like, oh, guess who decided to come home? So I instantly know I'm in trouble and all that shit. But guess what? The motherfucking Jizza album was worth it. I could have got my ass whipped if it came down to it, and I'd have felt as though that motherfucking RZA album was worth it. You feel? I mean, that Jizza album was worth it. Liquid Swords and shit. You feel me? So, I don't know. That shit should be on my shit, right? I was willing to take an ass whipping for it. I took that punishment like a man behind that shit because I was so satisfied with what my ears heard. You feel me? That I ain't care about this shit. You feel me? So, I'm going to go ahead and throw Liquid Swords the fuck on there. Just for now, if it come off at the end, so be it. But yeah. So far we only got Liquid Swords. Let me hurry up and speed this joint up. I know another one for a fact. Now, if we speed up, go up a couple years in the 90s and shit, and get in my No Limit bag and shit. You feel me? Master P and his brothers and shit. That first motherfucking C Murder. That first motherfucking C Murder, boy. Oh, man. Listen. Life and Death joint. Listen, man. That motherfucker. Pac had just died not too long ago, too. That motherfucker was like a motherfucking burst of fresh air, boy. You feel me? And nigga needed like a new Pac and shit. See, Murder definitely handled that shit on that motherfucking Life and Death joint. That motherfucker was serious from the beginning to the motherfucking end. Got all the motherfucking C Murder going crazy on that. Master P, Mystical. Silk was going crazy on that motherfucker. Me X going crazy on that motherfucker, nigga. Motherfucking Soldier Slim going crazy on the Big Ed going crazy on that. All right, nigga, they showed the fuck out and they was giving niggas songs 25, 26 songs and shit, back to back mean joints. I know it's another No Limit joint. That's my favorite joint, but I'm trying spread them out and shit. We can do a part 2. We got Only Built for Cuban Links and motherfucking Life at the Death C Murder. Life and Death C Murder joint. First joint. You know what I mean? Where else can we go at? Whatever CD I fucking... Listen, man. Hold on. I know it's some more. Them two is the top 2. You know, feel me? I ain't gonna lie. If I wanted to go back motherfucking woo on them, I could go a good 99 on. I can go 99 on these niggas. Motherfucking Supreme Clientele and shit. Ghostface, matter of fact, I'm putting that on there. You know, feel me? Supreme Clientele, and I'm doing it in that motherfucker order too. Built for Cuban Links 1, C Murder 2, motherfucking Supreme Clientele 3. You dig? We at the top 3 already. They definitely is at the joint. And I know it's some more shits. Hold on. What else? I'm trying not to be woo. I'm trying to have it not woo or no limit and shit. You know, feel me? You know what I mean? 3-6 Mafia. We got to go 3-6 Mafia. Got to put 3-6 Mafia in it. Cause boy, they had a nice chunk of my they had a nice chunk of my life. A nice chunk of my life. Yeah, so I'm thinking out of the 3 6 Mafia albums and shit, out of all the many albums that they gave a nigga, which one I banged the most and OD'd off the most? If I had to think about that and not take long and shit, I'm gonna go with Project Pat, Mr. Don't Fucking Play. That's definitely in my list. Nigga, I don't even know how to fuck listen. Definitely that. So that's 4 right there. Only built for Cuban links, motherfucking Life and Death C Murder first joint. You feel me? Then we gonna go Supreme Clientele Ghostface joint. You feel me? And we gonna go Project Pat, Mr. Don't Play. And what's the next? What we gonna end it up with? You feel me? What the fuck I'm gonna end it up with? And I know I ain't hitting on everything, so it will be a part 2 and shit. You feel me? If I had to go one more, we keeping it going up the date timeline and shit, we gotta do some Dipset then. How we not gonna throw Dipset in there? Hold on. But which one though? Cause they got so many lovely joints. They got the motherfucking Diplomatic Immunity 1 and 2. You feel me? Got all the Jim Jones shit, all the Cameron shit, got the Jewel shit. You feel me? Which one would it be? You feel me? Like my favorite nigga out the whole Dipset is definitely Jim. You feel me? So, but that Purple Haze, that motherfucking Come Home With Me was stupid. The Purple Haze was stupid. The Killer Season was stupid. But at the same time, you feel me? On My Way to Church was the shit. Jim first joint. All Jim shits was the shit. You feel me? That's a good one, boy. That's a hard one. You feel me? That's a hard one right there, the Dipset Cab. I'ma go with, like if I just was on a stranded island or something, I already got them 4 I named, and I need a Dipset shit just to button it up. Which one, man? Is it a Jim album? Is it a whole Dipset album? Is it a motherfucking the fuck? Oh man, this a hard one, boy. This a hard one. I'ma have to rock with Diplomatic Immunity, the first joint. You feel me? It's a double disc. These niggas going crazy on it. You feel me? Niggas was, this one they was at, like, this one Jim first was starting to spit bars on these niggas. This one Jewels was nobody, sound like Jewels was going crazy. This one Cam was giving you everything, and they was fucking with the heat makers real heavy, so they had them original, you feel me, Dipset beats, you know what I mean, that, or them in there, you feel me. I was about to say Come Home With Me, or On My Way to Church. This is hard. Diplomatic Immunity 2 hard. You feel me? It's so much shit these niggas got. You feel me? The More Than Music Volume 1 and 2 Duke the God shit, like. But I'ma go with Diplomatic Immunity 1. You feel me? And we gonna button it up like that. So that was my 5. You feel me? Boom. Only built for Cuban link. Motherfucking Life After Death C Murder. You feel me? Supreme Clientele. Project Pat, Mr. Don't Play. And what was the 5th one I just said? Diplomatic Immunity 1. You feel me? Data joints. If I had to, that's the only music from other niggas I had to listen to. Of course, I'm gonna have my shit. You feel bro shit. You feel me? That's 5. Gots to have music. You feel me? Like every summer, like I gotta hear certain shit, and I know I ain't naming a lot of shit, so I'm gonna definitely do a part 2. Y'all know where y'all heard it from. Y'all let me know y'all top 5, you feel me, must-have music, CDs or whatever, you feel me? And I'ma fuck with y'all later on. Y'all know who it is, it's your boy. I'm out. IPODCAST